Hi, everybody. It is Monday night, 7 p.m. We are in the town that Disney built. Our YouTube studio is called Near Disney. And on Monday night, this is what happens.
Information on celebration.
So we look forward every Monday to talk about what's coming up in the town that Disney built. As many of you know, I'm a founding resident here. My family will be here. You know, it's 30 years next year, 30 years, the anniversary. I know there's a lot of great activities that are going to be coming up next year in particular, because, you know, the 20th anniversary was when COVID was going on. And so we weren't really able to celebrate that much. But as many of you know, that's when many of you moved here to our town, because it's a great town where we're able to get out and get some fresh air. We have incredible restaurants in downtown Celebration, a golf course that is phenomenal. Ryan Temanini and his group, Debbie and Jack Davis, that own the golf course up there. If you haven't, you know, I think a lot of times we just take it for granted that we have a jewel of a golf course. You know, it's Robert Trent Jones, Senior and Junior. It was the last time that Senior was able to create a golf course, and they just invest a lot of money, and it's a wonderful spot for us. So we have great schools. We've got a lot of stuff that we're going to talk about tonight. What we do is we're going to tell you some things that are coming up in the near future. We've got a really good video that we want to share with everyone tonight, to talking about an event that's coming up that's actually going to raise money for the children celebration, for the music programs, the arts programs, the theaters programs. And don't you know, the wonderful Celebration Women's Club is the group that's putting that on. But I'm going to show that video in a little bit, because we want to make sure you stay tuned to see that. But there's some other things. Let's go through some of this stuff. And of course, at the end, one of the biggest things that people ask for, because, you know, I'm a realtor, would love to help you, my realtor dream team and I, to talk about what's going into the market this week. There's been a lot of activity in Celebrations Market this week, so that'll be at the very end as well. But let's talk about reminding everybody about what's coming up soon. Yes, whoops, here we go. Okay, it doesn't want to come up that way. All right, we're going to put it up this way then. Okay, so if you have not had the opportunity to meet Kelly Mercantile, Dr. Mercantile, they are a super power couple. Love them. Kelly's been a friend for a very long time. There's an event that they do. It's kind of a superhero run, and it's the M Family Foundation. They're a nonprofit organization, and they raise awareness. Hey, Bruni. Oh, Bruni, I'm so glad to see or hear from you. I'm praying God's blessings over you. I really, really appreciate when you watch. And then what they do is they raise awareness for cancer, ovarian cancer. They support families that are battling different types of cancers too. So that is coming up this Sunday. There, you can register, or you can volunteer, or you can donate. So if you haven't had the opportunity, you can see that QR code. Just freeze this screen. You know, it's interesting. We had gotten a report on how people watch this show, and a good many of you are actually putting this up on your TV so that you can watch it. So hopefully it's very large there, but if you're even watching it on your phone, just freeze that and then have somebody else take a photo. Thank you, Bernie. Thank you. Take a photo of that QR code so you can get the information. But it is this Sunday, September 28th. Can you guys believe how quickly this month has gone? I remember thinking August flew by so fast, but now we are September 22nd. And that makes me very excited, because the closer we get to October, November, December, January, February, March, those are the months that are kind of, you know, Chamber of Commerce months here, where everybody wants to be here, because we'll all be out walking and enjoying this great weather. There's over 50 miles of walking and biking paths here in Celebration. Elijah Lewis on my team and Dee Bellavati actually did a video on it. I was very impressed with Dee, because he was able to hold a camera and ride a bike while he was following Elijah on these trails. And I thought he's got some really good skills in doing that. But if you go to the Near Disney YouTube channel, you will see we have over 950 videos that we have done over the course of over 3 years. And one of those will show you where the biking areas are. Virginia Carlson, who we call Cinderella on our team, she and Elijah went out and showed you where all the pool areas are, all the fun stuff that you should know about if you're thinking about moving to Celebration, or maybe if you're in Celebration and somebody really hasn't given you the download on all the good things that are made available to you. So anyway, we do have a lot of events at Lakeside. That's where that superhero event is going to occur on the 28th, and that is Lakeside. That is down on the intersection of Front Street and Market Street. If you take Mulberry or if you take Sycamore, you're going to get into that area where there is a beautiful lake where the Town Tavern, Susan Bona's family, just put a beautiful fountain that is in the center of that gorgeous lake. And you have all these wonderful restaurants and bars and ice cream and coffee shops. And then Celebration extends even more when you go over to the new section of Celebration. If you haven't been there, with the new Publix and the Celebration Brewing Company is there. You're going to see Frank on a video here pretty shortly. And then you go back into Island Village, where Scoop Ice Cream is. And you also have Don Andres, a really fantastic Mexican restaurant there, and Coffee for the Soul. We are just super, super blessed with a lot of things going on here. Oh, thank you, Daniela. Thank you for watching. We love Daniela and Dee for sure. Okay, so what I would like to do is remind everybody. Let's see if I can share a screen here, because another event is coming up this Saturday, and it is near and dear to my heart. I'm going to see if I can pull up the Facebook group for this wonderful group of people. If it will let me. I tell you what, it may or may not let me. Okay. Okay, well, if not, I will. There we go. Yes. There we go. So what you're seeing here is a Facebook group that is called the Celebration Social. Move it up a little bit so you can see that. So on September 27th, which is Saturday, you can meet us, and I'm very excited. This group has grown to 1,300 people. I want to particularly congratulate Jason Handler, who started this group, and we're coming up on the 1-year anniversary of the Celebration Social. So the event that's going to occur this Saturday, you do not need to make a reservation. You just kind of need to know where we're going, so you know where to connect with us. It's pay on your own, but the nice thing is you're going to be able to meet a lot of nice people that are part of Celebration Social, and you'll feel like you can be out and about and be in a big group. So 5:45 to 6 p.m. ish is when people are going to gather right outside of Splitsville, you know, where the bowling alley is in Disney Springs. All of it's going to be at Disney Springs this Saturday. Excuse me. And there's an outside bar where we'll be able to meet up. And remember, too, a lot of people don't necessarily drink alcohol. So you don't have to drink alcohol. There's lots of mocktails that are around there. This is more about being social. And if you want to have a beverage, you are more than welcome. And I'm sure we'll make sure these people get home safely, because when you travel in a group, you want to protect each other. 7 o'clock is Jock's Lindsay's Hangar Bar. That's going to be the location that we head over to. And then at 8:15, Wine Bar George patio. Wine Bar George, if you haven't had the opportunity to go there, George is an excellent restaurateur, was involved with Disney for many, many years. Seasons 52 was his concept. We thought he was going to possibly retire, and then he decided that he wanted to open up another place, and he is fabulous with wines too. He's a collector of great wines. At 9:30 p.m. on Saturday, the Edison. So if you're looking for a place to want to dance, If you want to come join us there, 9:30, and then about 11 o'clock, we'll have everybody head over to Enzo's Hideaway if you're still able to make it at that point. I know I'm going to be there for a little bit with Rod. We're looking forward to seeing the people and celebrating, not only celebration social, but also Jason Handler, because I think it's a wonderful thing when a member of our community is saying, I want to grow community. I want to give, and because, it takes a lot for him to get these things organized. And so to see that it's grown to 1,300 people, that is pretty spectacular. Now, I won't be staying probably all night. Let me share with you why. I am a member of the worship team at Illuminate Church. And so if you haven't found a church that you are anchoring into, I'm going to be singing on Sunday. And let me see if I can pull up their website too, because I'd like to invite everyone out. They have a service at 9 a.m. and 11 a.m. And Illuminate Church was meeting for many years at Celebration High School, and then got blessed with some land at 7899 Sinclair Road. So what you would do, because now it's been there going on almost 2 years, it is a beautiful building off of 429. So if you were to take I-4 going towards Tampa, yes, going towards Tampa, and you take that first exit, that would be 429. 429's first exit is Sinclair, Sinclair. And there's a huge church that's right there. It's called Illuminate Church. Feel free to text me if you need more information on that. But I would like to share, just so that you can see, let's see, their website a little bit here. This is Pastor Tim. Oh, that's not Pastor Tim. Here's Pastor Tim. Pastor Tim Ingram. He is doing a great sermons on some wonderful things to help people with everything from anxiety to hard questions on some other things that sometimes we as a society are dealing with. And it's just a very loving group. And like I said, I'll be singing Sunday, 9 a.m., 11 a.m. And I'm seeing a lot of people wanting to go back to church recently. So I'm going to encourage you to go be social Saturday night, community, and then Sunday morning, I'm going to encourage you to come out to church. So that's what I love about our area. It's so diverse. We have so many things going on, but everybody is welcome. That's a beautiful thing about celebration. We want and encourage you to come and be involved if you'd like to. Sound good? Very good. All right. Well, let me talk now about I'm also sharing information that there's a celebration dining guide that did go out that we had produced, and some people said they did not get it in the mail. I would like you to text me at 407-808-9845 if you didn't get yours, because I have ordered some more and we will bring them to you. So it was a labor of love, and it's got my favorite restaurants in there, and it turned out beautiful. But many of you did get it, which I'm very glad. But I definitely would say that. So yes, Daniela is saying Illuminate Church address 7899 Sinclair Road, Sinclair, Sinclair Road, which, gosh, doesn't even take me 10 minutes to get there. Feels like it's right in Celebration, but you are going to be, what I do is I take I-4 Tampa, like I said, 429 to the Sinclair Road, and you'll find that church there. Thank you, Daniela, for putting that address up. I also wanted to give out a shout out to somebody because, I've been doing real estate here for over 25 years, and I have core people that I feel like my family. Because there's many times when I work with people, and I work with them a couple of times, but then when I work with them a lot, that says a lot, because it means that I can really depend upon them, that my clients have really great experiences. So Veeder, I wanted to say much love to Veeder Spear if you guys do not know who he is, Peter's the guy that when you are moving, in particular, if you're moving and you just get overwhelmed with what am I supposed to do, I say to people, hire Veter, have him come in when you finish a room or two, and you've decided, here are all my bags of stuff that I want donated or thrown away, or here's my stuff that I want, to be moved to storage. He has a vehicle. He can pull things for you, but he's also super fast, organized, and calming. Veter Spear. Yes. Thank you, Daniela. Thank you, Daniela. Yes, Veter Spear. And he has gotten so many rave reviews in the last couple of weeks in particular that I just thought I need to shout him out. So if you ever need someone like that, and it can also be that maybe it's just not a couple rooms. Maybe now you're saying, I feel like I'm organized, but now I need a go-to person that's going to help get some of the stuff moved. Or you want to, you might want to work with somebody that's good at decluttering. Now, I would say with you, Daniela is somebody that I would recommend. Do you know those people that are very good at streamlining things? You've been in your home for a while. Let's say you've been in your house for 10 years. Sometimes it's a good idea to move like every 3 years because it kind of forces you to look at your stuff, figure out what you want to keep, what you want to give away, all that stuff. Well, you need a Daniela in order to come in, and maybe even if you spend time with them in a kitchen and she just is saying, why do you have 3 spatulas? Do you want 3 spatulas? Why do you want 2 crock pots? And then she could even help organize to say, okay, let's put these things in boxes so that we can see if Embrace wants some of these items. Now, what's Embrace? Embrace is a very wonderful organization that Bettina oversees that helps people up and down 192. And there's many times where if a crock pot or you have extra clothes, or sometimes there's even furniture, those things, sometimes Embrace will want those items. And I know that I feel so much better about if I know something's going to go to a good cause. I'm super fast at saying, yes, please take it. I want them to have it, versus somebody saying, I'm just going to go take it to the garbage, because there's so many things that we have that we forget that maybe we have 3 of these or 4 of these and we don't need it. And so what I would do, what I'm going to encourage, oops, something's beeping at me. What I would encourage, I'm going to ask Daniela and Veter to maybe do a thumbnail for me with both of their telephone numbers and their names. And I'm going to talk about this several times over the course of the next couple of weeks, because I do think as you're getting ready to, our yard sale, our celebration front porch yard sale that only comes twice a year is coming up October 4th. Now, how many of you out there need help now with that kind of stuff? You may. So if you do, in the interim, there's my number, 407-808-9845. And kind of as a general, just to give you an idea, because I know a lot of times people don't ask, but for the moving, because, Veter also has a vehicle and he moves and and you've got to realize the number of hours if he's driving someplace, but it's about $75 an hour. Don't quote me exactly, but it's around that. And I believe Daniela has a special right now. I think it's until the end of October, where she's charging, I want to say like $30 an hour. And what you do is you get their focus. Now, one thing is don't come in and be chatting with them about the weather and stuff like that. Be nice, lovely, but just say, hey, I really need your help. And you're going to see how quickly they can help you make decisions so that you can get all that stuff off your shoulder, even in the closet. I would say, Daniela, let's go in the closet and just pull this rack out. And then, what she's going to say to me? Kim, have you worn this in the last year? No. Kim, is this color good on you anymore? No. That type of thing. And she's just speeding up my process, taking the stress off. So anyway, we'll work on that. I'm going to ask if that can occur. And once again, Veter, if you go to his Facebook You can go to facebook.com. Vitor is spelled Vitor, Vitor, Spear. But he's actually Spear is his last name, but it's Spier, Vitor. He's a good, godly man too. Actually, he goes to my church. Love that. Love that. All right, you guys. So that is very important information. Now, what else is coming up in town? We want to make sure that everybody knows about this chocolate event, even to the extent of I want to show a video that was done that is just so adorable. Dee Bellavati, my YouTube producer, and Amy, who we call Snow White on our team, she owns Scoop Ice Cream, which is an island village. If you haven't been there, you need to. They make their own ice cream there. Fabulous, fabulous. They even have sugar-free ice cream, chocolate that I'm like, how does this even happen? Because it is so good. It is so good. But she's also a wonderful person that's doing things for the community. So is Nandy Town, who is her co-chair. So is Karen Rex, who is helping. Actually, we wrote a song because we, I'm a singer as well. So we wrote a song, but the monies are going to go to the Celebration School Music and Arts Program. The event is October the 11th, and that's from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. So it'll be the week after the front porch sale. There's going to be chocolate, lots of chocolate, photo opportunities, live music, and you're even going to be able to see Willy Wonka. Maybe it's Willy Wonkalicious, but you're going to start at the Celebration Brewing area, but you do want to go ahead and buy your tickets. So instead of me telling you more of the details, I'll come back at the end, but I want you to see this adorable video. And like I said, it's a brand new event. And I know there's probably going to be people flying in from other areas that are going to want to attend this event because it's so cool, so creative. And the Celebration Women's Group, they are so awesome. Here we go.
It's Amy Brevard of Scoop Celebration, otherwise known as the Snow White of the Near Disney Channel. And I am out on location today with a very sweet event information that you do not want to miss. We are going to be having our very first inaugural chocolate adventure, and it's going to start right here at Celebration Point. Stay tuned. You're getting ready to learn all the sweet details.
Oh, celebrate chocolate, what a sound. The sweetest party in the whole darn town. It's a chocolate adventure, a sugary dream. The Celebration Women's Club, the ultimate team.
We are out with Frank today at the Celebration Brewery, one of my very favorite local spots, and they are an official chocolate stop of our chocolate adventure. Thank you so much for helping and participating in this cool inaugural event.
Of course.
So tell me, as a fellow small business owner, I see you out supporting lots of things in the community. What made you want to get on board when we came and gave you this bold ask for this sweet event?
Well, again, basically because of community. We really want to support the community, like you mentioned. We want to support the schools. We want to support the women's club. And we're excited to have a special beer for the event. We're going to have a chocolate stout, which is delicious for the people that love beer, and a little special treat for the people that don't love beer.
Yeah, and what we love, Frank, about the brewery is you're family friendly. You're not just a regular bar, you're a hangout. All of us locals come here, but you can bring your family. You can bring mom. You can bring everyone. You can come watch football. So you're the perfect spot when we were thinking about all of the great businesses here at Celebration Point for us to gather at. In addition to Frank and his team being so generous in helping us be a chocolate stop this year, they're also going to be our point of when you actually get your ticket, you'll have your ticket online, which we're going to link below. Once you've purchased that, the day of the event, you're going to come to a little ticket booth that'll be right here in front of the brewery, and we will give you your passport. Your passport is going to have all of the map and all the cool details for the event, and you'll have 14 stops. You can go to any stop in any direction you want. But just remember, Celebration Brewery is going to be the very first pickup spot for your very cool passport.
Come on your own, you'll never feel like you're alone.
All right, we are behind the scenes at the Brutastic area that's top secret that Kent has let me in to tell you more about what you can expect when you get your ticket for the chocolate adventure. Tell me what you're brewing up.
Yeah, we've got our house stout that we brew right here on this brew house, and we're going to dose it with some chocolate and make a fabulous chocolate stout.
Oh, it's going to be wonderful. We are so excited. Thank you so much. Cheers to everyone. Don't forget to get your tickets. We're going to have this information linked below in this video. You can also stop by the brewery right here and see Frank and his awesome team and get your tickets before it's too late. We will sell out. Cheers.
Cheers.
I'm back, and I have a very special guest with me today. This is Nandy, my co-chair of this very special event that we've been talking about here today on the channel. And Nandy, I have to ask you, I know a little since we worked so well on this event together, but for those who don't know, what can they expect at the Chocolate Adventure? What does one experience when they get their ticket and they come on that magical day on October 11th?
Well, Amy, it truly is a magical day. It's going to be filled with fun and chocolate. We even have a special guest. Are we able to say who our special guest is?
You can say it. Announce it here on the Near Disney Channel first.
Willy Wonka. And we did a photo shoot with him last week. He is spectacular. So he's going to add so much fun and fabulousness to this event.
Absolutely. And that's what I love about this event is when we created this, we wanted it to be unique, that is something for everyone, all ages, couples, groups, girlfriends. It could be a bachelorette party, a bachelor party. It could be for families.
Exactly.
I mean, it really has something for everyone. And I've had this question asked a lot as we've been out in the community. Is it all an edible chocolate? And I appreciate you answering that.
It's not, because 14 pieces of decadent chocolate could get us a little bit off the charts.
Yes.
So we've mixed and matched that beautifully, I think, with the merchants that are participating. And I'm so excited. The merchants, when we first approached them with this, were delighted, probably more excited than you and I were, which is kind of hard to do. But even just today, I was visiting some of the merchants and delivering posters and talking about it. Their eyes just light up. You just say chocolate and they're like, I'm in.
I love that. So the tickets are only $25, everyone. The value that you're going to get exceeds hundreds of dollars. Not just the value of what you're getting as you go to the 14 stops, but the value you're getting when you help the benefits of our ticket for our event. So who is getting all this money that we're gathering for the Celebration Women's Club? Who's going to benefit for this?
So all of the proceeds, because we've got some wonderful sponsors who have actually covered the cost of our expenses to produce this event, the proceeds are going 100% to the schools here in Celebration of the art, music, and theater department. So we're going to be buying trombones, skaterboard, costumes, stage setting, whatever they want, and the schools get to pick what they want. So it's just gonna, who knows? Absolutely. Who knows what we're gonna inspire here?
Well, I hope we inspire lots. And stay tuned here. We're gonna have more information about what Nandy was talking about, and a special thanks to all of our sponsors that have helped. Make sure you get your tickets. That's how you can help us raise our goals for the schools. We're gonna have those linked below. And then also any of the stops that we're talking about here, these are our sponsors, and there's gonna be more information linked. So make sure you say thank you to all of these sponsors that are making this special event happen. So we're here in Island Village in my shop, Scoop Celebration in Island Village. And Nandy, tell me about some of the cool stops that everyone can expect here in Island Village.
Yes, well, obviously Scoop is one of those stops, but also Madame Homes, the Colburn Apartments, and Tacos Don Andreas are all going to be adding to our magic tour.
Awesome. And I know we're super excited as a small business here in Celebration. Scoop, it's just so excited to participate, not only because I'm on the committee and in the Women's Club, but because we love to give back and we love to create new things. And I have to tell you, Chris, my husband, who is the ice cream maker, is really doing some special things behind the scenes to have a Willy Wonka little sundae. So there's going to be a custom flavor that we've created that you can only get this one day.
Wow.
And it's going to be super yummy. So you're going to want to, make sure you get your tickets and don't miss this.
Is it Wonka inspired?
It is Wonka inspired. My lips are sealed other than that.
Speaking of lips are sealed, we have the golden ticket.
Yes.
So there's going to be someone that's going to get that incredible golden ticket. You want to tell us a little bit more about that, Amy?
Sure. So at the end of the event, everyone's going to have that cool passport that Nandy and I talked about earlier. You're going to go to those 14 stops in Celebration Point and here in Island Village. When you're done, you're going to go end at just right behind our door, and we'll have a little information link here below. But you'll go to the Island Village Clubhouse where you'll meet Willy Wonka. You can bid on our wonderful baskets that have been donated from downtown merchants and other merchants in Celebration that couldn't come maybe the day of, wanted to support this great cause. So you'll have a chance to do that. Parks and Recreation is going to have a cool park event, like a pop-up event with lots of surprises. And then beyond that, we're going to have Willy Wonka, of course. You'll give him your passport. He's going to put it in our giant box, and one lucky person is going to win our golden ticket. Ice cream for a year. Right. One person wins ice cream from a year that Chris and I are going to donate here to be part of this event. So
That's amazing.
thank you. We're really excited. I can't wait to see who wins. So stay tuned again for more information. Get your tickets. Do not want to miss this event.
Celebrate Chocolicious.
Mark the calendar, tell your friends. October 11, where the fun begins from 11 to 3. Come and see pure Celebrate Chocolicious ecstasy.
I wanted to show you this beautiful spot here in Island Village. And on Saturday, October the 11th, at our special event, it's going to be filled with lots of artists that are here, that are local students, that are going to do some special performances. So we've got some art performances, music, and drama that you can expect at our cool chocolate adventure event. And also wanted to encourage you, do you want to learn more about our event and kind of the details and some extra insights? Check out the new Celebration News magazine. They were kind enough to feature us in this month's special edition. You can pick that up here locally in town. Check it out. It'll also have the links. And we are, if you're sitting at home and we've made you crave chocolate or just made you want to get out and support the community or come to our sweet event, you can actually click on the QR code or scan the QR code as you're watching. We're going to have it here. Get your tickets. Super easy. Couldn't be easier. And you can help impact our beautiful Celebration neighborhood schools. Thanks for watching.
Make sure that you subscribe and like so that we can continue to give you up-to-date information on all things that are going around the 25-mile radius of Cinderella's Castle, because this is truly a magical place to live.
How cool is that? Come on now. How cool is that? And once again, I wanted to thank Dee. I thought he did a great job at producing that video, and Karen Rex on helping us write that song. But I think that song could be on the radio right now, Karen. I thought that was pretty cool. But anyway, there's so many creative people. And the beauty of it is we are wanting people to, and if you can't make it, can I encourage you, watch this video again, rewind it a bit for that QR code, go ahead and buy some tickets, and then let us know that you can't make it. And then we'll find somebody who would love to go, because we're raising money. We're raising money for kids, for art, for music, for theater. And we just want to encourage that, because when kids have that kind of stuff that they can get involved in, it's so much healthier than them, versus them just sitting around not having good things to do. And so I love all the creativity. I'll be talking about this again next week and the next week, because I want to make sure it sells out, because it is very, very worthy. Wouldn't you say? Yes. Yes. Thank you. Yes. I'm getting a lot of thumbs up. Thank you, guys. I absolutely agree. All right. So one of the things that we do get asked, well, actually, the thing we get asked more than anything else on this show is, what is the market doing? So I'm going to share that information. Oh, I do want to also give a shout out to Ken Lee and the sanitation group, because they have come on board as well as one of the sponsors. And my team, my Florida Motion Realty team with Near Disney, we are one of the sponsors of the chocolate event, the chocolate adventure that the Women's Club is doing. And so thank you, Ken Lee, for jumping on board too. And I see people like the Wine Imperium and Madame E. Homes, and just a lot of good people. And of course, Celebration Brewing Company and Scoop Ice Cream. And so there's a lot of people that are coming together to make sure that we have a fun day and get everybody outside and raise some good money and have some good chocolate and fun. All right, guys, let us share the screen with you, because every 7 days it's usually Elijah and myself. Let's see if we can, oh, it doesn't want to show that. Okay, let's see what's going. Screen sharing was canceled. All right, we're going to try it again. Let's see. Because if not, I can talk you through it. But I usually like to show you my MLS screen. And I'm going to try it one more time for everybody. If not, like I said, I will talk you. I will talk you through it. Okay. Okay, sometimes this thing gets a little glitchy, but that's okay. So in celebration, as many of you know, I would say in normal days, we would have 440 properties for sale. And we've been doing this, Elijah Lewis or myself, every Monday for the last 2 years, showing you what the inventory is like. And it's been under 100 for the last 2 years, because what happened was when the pandemic occurred and people knew they could live anywhere that they wanted in the world, it seemed like everybody came to Celebration, because we're actually on property that the founding residents, I'm one of the founding residents with my family, we were buying from Walt Disney World. You are that close, right? So I can get in a car and get to the Magic Kingdom within 10 minutes. Just went out with some friends of ours recently to Epcot Center, and we just decided to go late at night. We had dinner at the Coral Reef. It was fabulous. You know, it's the place where you can see, it's an aquarium, and you have the stingrays and the sharks and all that stuff floating by you. The food was fantastic. The company was better too. And then we got to see the fireworks show at 9 o'clock. And so we were just there for a couple of hours, and it was easy. 10 minutes there, 10 minutes back, super great. And so it's a big perk living here. No state income tax. We have great schools. There's a golf course that's right here as well. That downtown community and Island Village community and all the shopping and restaurants and everything that we have, phenomenal. The walking trails, the churches that we talked about. There's several great churches that are here too. If there's something that you want that doesn't exist here, chances are good you can go on the Celebration Porch Facebook group, go to Celebration Porch Facebook group and say, hey, I'm looking to start this, that, and the other. Just like Jason Handler, you know, this young, wonderful gentleman, a little bit less than a year ago, decided he wanted to create a social group so that people would feel comfortable coming out together, somebody organizing it. We all pay our own way type of thing, but it's a beautiful thing when you know you're going to Disney Springs and you're going to meet up with 40 people or 50 people and walk around and talk and get to know each other better. And he's got 1,300 people now within less than a year that wanted to do that. And so you can see why Celebration is very popular. Okay, I'm going to try one more time to see if this thing would let me show you the screen. Well, heavens to Betsy. Nope, it's not going to. Okay, I'm just going to share with you then what I'm seeing on the screen, if it's okay. So I am seeing of 84 active listings, that's all there is, 84. And the last 7 days, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 new active listings, 8. And then there are 1, 2, 3. There are 10 pending. So what does that tell me? There's more going off of the market than coming on. That's why our numbers are, because people, you know, we've had, my team has had listings lately that have taken contracts in less than a day. And so things move very fast here. And then I'm also seeing 1, 2, 3, 5 solds. And that's middle of the month. A lot of times we see more closings happen at the end of the month. So that is very important information to have. I was going to show you, I don't think it's going to let me share it though, but I would like to share some information on what I think is a very cool listing that Virginia Cinderelli on our team has. It's back in Island Village. Looks brand new. It's 1858 Island Village Way. It's a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath, has a garage that has a Tesla charger in there as well. And the gentleman is so clean. He has this special vacuum system to keep his car clean back there. And it looks very nice, modern, and new. And it's a townhouse. So that property is $630,000. It is the best priced unit back there for that much square feet with the garage and all that good stuff. And your monthly fees are not that bad. They're pretty good. They're $448.92 a month. A lot of times when you're looking at condo and townhouse fees, you know, they can be upwards even as high as, say, $1,200 a month. Depends on where you're at. This one is only $448.92 a month, and it is super easy walking distance to a beautiful clubhouse back in Island Village. I don't know if you saw it, but one of the things with the chocolate adventure, Celebracautious, how do you say that anyway? Karen's going to have to tell me how to say that again, but the song says the right name. That recreation area back at Island Village is spectacular. It's gorgeous. And it has a little fitness room right there, swimming pool, overlooks a lake. It has a fitness area that you can walk around the lake, and, you know, you can do all kinds of cool exercises. They have exercise stations outside. So not only inside and outside exercise, but you have this beautiful living room, this beautiful, and if you haven't seen it, I would imagine a lot of Celebration residents haven't even seen it yet. Come to the chocolate event, because that's one of the stops that you're going to be at when you meet Willy Wonka and possibly get that golden ticket for ice cream for the whole year. So that's pretty impressive. But please give us a call at 407-808-9845 if you have an interest in wanting to purchase something, which I think is really kind of a starting price point for something very, very nice in Celebration, $630,000. And that property was built in 2022, so it feels new. And like I said, it's very well done. And I'll get you in touch with Cinderella on our team. Oh, hey, Becky. Oh, I'm so glad Becky's watching. My cousin is watching. Love her dearly. All right, guys, I've been going long, but I wanted to let you know on Wednesday night, my team, my Realtor Dream Team, they do a show. So please subscribe and like to Near Disney. They talk about the 25-mile radius around Cinderella Castle. And I know I've learned so much from them, and they'll talk about cool events that are coming up as well. And then on Friday, we do an evergreen show. But for those of you that are listening on podcast, thank you. I hope I'm saying the right things, because I'm trying to visualize that you're driving and maybe not seeing what I'm talking about. So maybe that's why my screen wasn't going to show you what MLS is showing, because you wouldn't have been able to see it anyway. That's the way I'm going to look at it tonight. So anyway, if I can ever help you with any of your real estate needs, buying or selling, my number is 407-808-9845. My Florida Motion Realty office is in downtown Celebration, and we would love to help you. I don't see any questions. I just see a lot of people saying that they're excited about the chocolate event. Please, please, please go order your tickets now before it sells out. And like I said, and if you can't make it, let's donate them to somebody who can go. I think even with tax, even if you go through Eventbrite, it ends up being like $28.50 a ticket, and buy a couple of tickets and, come out and meet us. We would love to see everybody. All right. Okay. Very good. I'm not seeing any questions. So God bless everybody. Hope to see you at the social event on Saturday. Like I said, I'll probably be there early with Rod. And then, because I'm going to be getting up early for Sunday morning to go to church, Illuminate Church. I hope to see you there too. That's at 9 a.m. and 11 a.m. All right, you guys. God bless. Talk to you later.
Make sure that you subscribe and like so that we can continue to give you up-to-date information on all things that are going around the 25-mile radius of Cinderella's castle, because this is truly a magical place to live.